Hey y'all, it's Farmer Meemaw, and today I have two questions for you. Number one, is your physical health or your appearance preventing you from having the close and intimate relationship with your significant other that you want to have? And number two, what are you doing about it if it is? You know, do you complain about, well, I'm just too tired at the end of the day, or I'm just hurt, I don't feel good? And are these kinds of things and these thoughts getting in the way of you doing the things that you know you and your husband would both enjoy, or your wife? Um, what are you doing? What? Y'all might get to see me flipping this thing. What are you doing to fix that situation? Or are you just quietly accepting that this is the way things are, this is part of life, and that special, intimate stage of your life is just over? Because I challenge you to not accept that, because I don't believe that's true, period. Um, there is so much that we can do to help our health. And y'all, I'm preaching. Just know I am preaching to myself right now because this is what I need to hear. And I'm sorry for bouncing. My feet are actually up on the hammock because there are ants on the ground. And I'm a magnet for fire ants. If y'all have watched my channel for very long, you probably know that. And so, yeah, you may get to see me flipping this thing here in a little bit, but hopefully not. Anyway, so here's the deal. I'm not going to say I've let myself go, and it wasn't even because of, you know, sometimes I mention like the quarantine 15 because a lot of people are gaining weight while in quarantine. That's not the case for me. I was gaining weight before the quarantine, and it really has nothing to do with the quarantine. It has to do with kind of the phase of life that I'm in right now, and I'm just making poor choices. Not because the quarantine is stressing me out, just things that are totally unrelated to the quarantine. Um, and I've let myself gain weight again, and I am sick and tired of it. And while it's not necessarily causing problems in my relationship with my husband, I do hear from a lot of women that it does get in the way, and they would feel better or sexier if they lost a little weight, or they're just too tired, or they've got health issues to deal with. And I promise you, so many health conditions that doctors think are just part of life and you just need to deal with because it's your age or whatever. You don't have to accept that. You can do things. You can change your diet. You can supplement. And so I'm going to share with you some of the things that I'm doing, and I would love to hear in the comments below things that maybe you've done in the past that worked for you, or things that you've read about and want to try. One of the things that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to start taking collagen. I've taken collagen before, but inconsistently. And I will be reviewing a particular collagen here before long. I should be getting it in the mail today, from Key Nutrients, and it's a multi-collagen peptide thing. I don't know. I'll talk more about it when I get it. I'm sorry I keep bouncing, y'all. It's just because I'm talking and I'm bouncing, y'all. Anyway, so I am also going to be getting back to taking my iron regularly. I went to the doctor today and I had my blood drawn, so we should find out if the anemia is back, which it probably is, but I know how to fix it. I fixed it before. And so I'm going to get on top of all that sort of stuff again. But I'm intermittent fasting with my husband starting today. And honestly, all I had today, and my time is up, my window of eating is up, and all I've had is my bulletproof coffee with coconut oil. And I'm actually going to try to get away from coffee and the sweetener during this intermittent fasting. And once I get to the collagen, I have another Key Nutrients product, which, by the way, y'all, it's veteran owned. But I have another Key Nutrients product that I have a video on, and it's electrolytes, and it's an orange flavored powder, and I put that in like coconut milk or almond milk and blended that up, and it tasted like a dreamsicle. It was so good. And so I'm probably going to be drinking that in the morning and then adding the collagen to that as well. I'm also going to be having salmon and probably cauliflower and broccoli. Broccoli, I just like regular, broccoli. But cauliflower, I'll probably do some recipes. And I'm sorry if the wind is blowing, obviously. I hope it's not affecting my sound. I don't know where my thing is. Anyway, so this week I'm going to be having, starting tomorrow, salmon and broccoli, and I'm probably going to be having some eggs. I'm going to keep it to primarily like a 1 hour-ish window to get all of my food in and do a 23-hour and 1 hour fast. And then I'm going to be getting some more exercise because that's just, y'all, I need to move more. And back in the day, I was thinking the other day, when I was really losing weight before, when I was on keto, I had a friend, and she and I would go and walk every day, every night. After it cooled off, we would go and walk around our little downtown area. And I don't walk anymore. And I mean, we would walk for a while. I was getting in probably at least maybe 3 miles a day doing that, and probably more than that. So I really need to get more steps in, go walking more, work more outside. And what I've noticed is this year, working outside is a lot more unpleasant. The heat is getting to me more this year than it has in the past years. But I'm managing barely. So anyway, but those are some of the things that I'm doing to take control of my physical health, because I have anemia. That's fixable. I fixed it before. I just need to be consistent with it. And I have ADHD, and I'm looking at things that I can do. And a lot of the fixes for things like perimenopause and ADHD and even arthritis and weight loss, all of these things, there is a distinct pattern, and that is giving up sugars, giving up breads, giving up processed foods, eating like green vegetables, eating more vegetables in general, lean meats, or fatty meats in some cases. But if we just eat a healthier diet, not only are we going to lose weight, but we're going to feel a lot better. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say today, is that we've got to take personal responsibility. Don't rely on other people to make you well. And by the way, biggest risk factor for these certain viruses going around these days, your biggest risk factor is number one, obesity. And that has to do with diet. And if you eat a healthy diet, you're going to feel better, you're going to be better, you're going to be at a lower risk for pretty much everything, y'all. Diabetes and viruses and all kinds of stuff. So anyway, I'm going to stop here before I flip out of this hammock and make a fool of myself like I did yesterday. But y'all have a great day. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon.